Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing kind of a different video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys I'm starting the Whole30 diet, and I shared this with you guys on Insta stories yesterday. And I really should have thought this through a little better and really planned this out so that we could be starting together on day 1. But I'm already into day 4 of doing the Whole30. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be explaining Whole30, what it is, why I'm doing it, and then also too, I'm gonna share like what I eat in a day and share with you guys what I'm eating. If you have never heard of Whole30 before, it was a book written by Melissa Hartwig and her husband Dallas Hartwig, and this book has been out for a while. This is a New York Times bestseller. I had found out about this just because from YouTube. I had found out about this from, like, you know, whenever you first log into YouTube, how it shows not your subscriptions, but it's like your home, and it'll just have like random videos on there sometimes. And there was a video on there of a girl that had lost like a bunch of weight and had improved her health by doing Whole30. And so I had watched a little bit of her video, but what like grabbed my attention with it wasn't like the weight loss thing, because I don't need to lose weight, but it was just like the improved health and like not being addicted to sugar anymore, because I have a bad sweet tooth and I love chips, I love candy, and I mean, I'm sure all of you guys are like that as well. And there's nothing wrong with eating chips or candy, you know, in moderation. But with me, it's like, I feel like it controls my life. I feel like eating controls my life. And with this diet too, it's supposed to give you like food freedom, and you know, it's supposed to help you not be so focused on food and focused on, you know, it's supposed to just help improve a lot of things, like with your health, with your relationship with food. And I just want to improve my relationship with food. I want to get rid of my sugar addiction, my sugar cravings. And you know, a couple weeks back, I did that vlog video and showed you guys me cutting up the vegetables and taking hummus to work, you know, for lunches. And I do eat that for lunch and everything. But the problem is like I would eat that, and maybe like some days I would be like, okay, I also want to get a bag of chips. Or maybe some days I would take that to eat for lunch, but then I wouldn't even eat it, and I would just eat chips or just whatever bad things at work I could get, like candy bars, whatever. And it's like, I just need to get my sugar cravings under control, because it's like I like healthy food, but I need to cut the sugar out so I can just have better control in my life with that. With my family history, both of my grandparents my grandmothers on my mom's side and my dad's side, both, well, my grandma on my mom's side, she has dementia, and she's always had kind of not necessarily mental health problems, but you know, she's dealt with depression and anxiety and things like that. And I know that that runs in my family. And so I just feel like it's really important for me to take care of my brain and my mental health. And I know that sugar is very, very bad for your brain and for your mental health. And then my grandma on my dad's side, she just passed away about a month or so ago. And she had Alzheimer's. And now, like with new research and everything, I haven't read everything about it, but they're saying that they think that Alzheimer's is like a third type of diabetes. And they say that sugar has a really bad effect on Alzheimer's. So I really just want to live my best life. I know that you don't have control sometimes on what medical things happen to you in life. Like maybe that's just in my genes to get Alzheimer's, or maybe that's just in my genes to get dementia, and it doesn't matter if I ate like healthy to a T. I might still get it when I'm older. But if I can do anything to help decrease that and have a good quality of life in my last years, I want to make sure that I'm going to have a good quality of life. Because another thing too, when it comes to my family history, especially the women in my family, they live for a very long time, like in their later 80s into their 90s. And I don't want the last 30, 40 years of my life to be miserable, you know. I want to have a good quality of life. So, I mean, I know like maybe that's crazy. I'm already thinking about things like that at age 35, or I'm not 35 yet, but 34. But yeah, so with the Whole30 diet, I'm sorry, I feel like I've totally got off on tangent. So with this, it's kind of like an elimination diet. And what you eliminate, let me get to the page that explains everything because I want to make sure I don't leave anything out. So what you can eat is meats, seafood, eggs, vegetables, fruits, and whole fats, like healthy fats. What you cannot eat, and this is what you're eliminating, cutting out, is sugar, alcohol, grains, legumes, and dairy. And the reason why they have you cut these foods out is because those are inflammatory types of foods for a lot of people. Now, not everybody has an inflammatory response to all these foods, but they have a history and science that says that they do. Like a lot of them are irritating for people and do cause, you know, digestive problems or, you know, brain fog, you know, feeling sluggish, joint pain. So that's why they're wanting you to cut these out for 30 days. You cannot have any of those things for 30 days. And then after the 30 days, then you start to reintroduce. So like, you know, day one, I think in the book, she said on day one to like celebrate with like a glass of wine or something like that. She breaks it down on once you get done with the diet to reintroduce the foods back in. She takes you step by step on how to do that and to like monitor to see how you feel. Like, do you feel bloated? Does your stomach hurt? And like, whenever you read this book, like there's people that say it's been life-changing, like people that have had medical like IBS and they didn't know why, and it was the foods that they were eating. So I mean, I don't have medical issues or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just mainly doing this to cut out my sugar cravings, to help me have a better relationship with food. And there was like a quote, or yeah, a quote in here where she had wrote, you feel bad, you eat junk food. You feel even worse, you eat even more junk food. And I swear, I go through times like that with me. Like I have times where I'm like, I'm eating super healthy and I'm eating like Whole30. You know, I'm eating meats, I'm eating vegetables and fruits, whole fats, and I'm doing really good. And then it's like, I get derailed somehow, like, I don't know, I just decide I'm gonna get pizza or something, and instead of just like having that and then, you know, just going back to eating good, then it's like I just get completely knocked off the wagon, and then it's like I'm eating donuts and chips, but at the same time I do eat healthy, but then it's like I eat those things on top of it, and then I just feel horrible. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having occasional donuts or occasional chips. I'm just saying I don't want to have like that hanging over my head. I don't want it to control me. I know that I don't really need to lose weight. Like I'm in a healthy like weight range for myself, but you know, I'm not as like small as I used to be, and I'm not fat, but it's like I just want to feel healthier. I want to just feel better. So I just wanted to let you all know why I'm doing this, in case maybe any of you guys have those issues with sugar and you want to get that under control, or maybe you have had, you know, health issues, or maybe you do need to lose weight. I mean, with this diet, it's not, she doesn't make it about weight loss. Like she wants you to like throw away like the scale, don't measure yourself. Like she doesn't want to make it about that. She wants to bring it back to the health. But you know, she said on this diet, you know, if you are overweight and you eat like this, you are going to lose weight. You know, if your body needs to lose weight, basically. It's basically like a metabolism reset diet, because when you're eating really bad, your metabolism is all screwed up. So when you start eating healthy again, your body starts to regulate, you know, and get to like your correct metabolism for you. If you guys have any questions about this, go to the the Whole30 website to check that out, because that's what I did before I got this book, and I ended up checking out this book at my local library. So that's something else that I would recommend if you're kind of on the fence and you don't know if this is something that you would want to commit to doing, because she said you have to commit to this. Like, you cannot have any cheat days. You have to do this for 30 days, because if you cheat, then you're not going to know whenever you reintroduce things. Like, it's gonna mess that up. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm learning this as I go along. So yeah, I just want to have a healthier food lifestyle, and I just want to feel better and not controlled by food. I want to have constant energy, because that's another thing. It's like sometimes my energy levels are up and down crazy. My moods are up and down crazy sometimes, and I just want to see if maybe if I eliminate sugar, if that's gonna help bring things into better perspective and bring things more under control. So let's just go ahead and get into what I eat in a day. I went to the grocery store and bought a whole bunch of stuff to help me stay on this diet this week. So if maybe you'd like to see what you could kind of get at the grocery store, and also if you'd like to see what kind of meals, you know, just keep on watching, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been eating. Like I said, I just got back from the grocery, and I'm going to show you guys what I picked up to give you all some ideas if you want to do this with me, or, you know, if you just want to eat healthy. I got a ton of stuff because I really didn't hardly have anything in the fridge. So I got these purple potatoes and petite red potatoes, and then we got some broccoli. I can eat this raw or cook it, and then baby Brussels sprouts. I thought maybe I could do like some roasted vegetables or something for dinner or lunch one night. Salem, I'm trying to film. You're being loud. And then now this is the only kind of chocolate that you can have on the Whole30, which is just 100% cacao. It cannot be anything less than 100%. So it's unsweetened chocolate. Salem, you know you're not supposed to be up here. You are being bad. Get down. Get down. I didn't even spray him and he just fled the scene. For fruit, I got some blueberries, I got some raspberries, I got some grapes, bananas, and hopefully I didn't go too overboard. Sometimes when I start something new, it's like I go all out because I'm not for sure how much I'm gonna need. I got some sweet potatoes back here, some raw pecans. I also got raw cashews. Oh my gosh, like I love raw cashews. Like I used to eat these all the time. They're so much better than roasted to me. I feel like they're sweeter than like roasted cashews. I also got some organic coconut water. You want to make sure to read, you know, your labels on this to make sure there's nothing added to it. So as you can see there, it just says organic coconut water. And it does have a little asterisk on that. And let's see. Fair trade certified by Fair Trade USA, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, I got that to do smoothies. And I know on the Whole30, she kind of like doesn't want you to do smoothies, but I don't have an issue with smoothies like making me crave sugar later. And I also don't have issues because I think I drink it over a period of time. I don't just like down it all at once, because I feel like if you do that, then it can like spike your blood sugar. So but yeah, so I got some coconut water for that. I also got some mustard, ground mustard powder, because I'm going to make my own mayo, like homemade mayonnaise, because most mayo is made out of soybean oil, and you don't want to use anything with soybeans in it because it's a legume. Soy is. So, and you don't have legumes on this diet. I got a spaghetti squash. I love spaghetti squash. Some carrots, some cauliflower. This right here, this is ghee clarified butter, and you cannot have regular butter on this diet because you're trying to stay away from dairy, any type of lactose. And this basically has the lactose taken out of it. So yeah, I have never tried this before, but I've always been curious about it. So I'll let you guys know how this tastes and how this goes. Also got some red onions. Several different types of like spicy peppers. I love hot peppers. I got a habanero, a serrano, and a jalapeno pepper. Some celery, I got some asparagus. I figured I could do that with like roasted vegetables or just have roasted asparagus. Green onions. I figured I could put those in like salad or eggs, which I didn't really get any lettuce for salad, so I'll probably mostly just use that in eggs or cooking. The cats, I don't know what they're doing right now. In this bag, I got like a ton of avocados because they were on sale, and I'm planning on, because you guys know in my last like vlog video, I told you guys, well, I showed you all that I did vegetables with hummus for lunch, but you can't have hummus on this diet because garbanzo beans or chickpeas or whatever they're called, those are legumes. So you can't have those. So I'm going to make guacamole for my vegetables for lunch. So I got a bunch of avocados for that. I got several limes and lemons because I like to do like a lemon tea, like chamomile lemon tea or chamomile, however you say that. I got a bunch of cucumbers. And then over here I have a bunch of red peppers and some green peppers like for cooking and for snacking. And then I bought 2 things of eggs because I can really tear up some eggs. Got some salmon, and maybe tomorrow I can do, for dinner, I can show you all how I cook salmon. So yeah, got that. I got some lean beef, and I also got some ground turkey. So those were the meats I got, and we also already had some meat. Like I have some chicken breast in the freezer and stuff from the last time I went to the grocery store. Today, I'm not going to show you all like what I eat in a day, but tomorrow I'm going to show you all what I'm eating. Salem, why are you being mean to Peps? Let her be up on the tall one. It's like he doesn't want her up there. He wants to be on top. Poor little Peps. Poor little Peps. You're a bully, Salem. Stop being a bully. You don't. Oh, you're bad. You're a bad bully. You're gonna get punished. I'm just joking. I love you, but you are being bad right now. Oh, you're being bad. You're being so bad. You're going to timeout. Say Peps loves her grocery bags, though, don't her, girlfriend? Hers love her grocery bags. This is breakfast, so I'm going to have my guacamole with my eggs. And I did show you guys this morning, I kind of had a little bit of snack when I first got up with the cashews, the raw cashews, and my coffee. So this is, I guess, second breakfast. I don't really consider that first really breakfast. It was just kind of a little snack. So I let Pepper and Salem come outside because they were driving me nuts. Say y'all want to come outside because it's so nice, didn't ya? They're afraid I'm going to make them come back in. Just don't mind the junk. Or my shoes. These are my comfy, oversized moccasins. You guys eating grass? You eating some grass, Peps? It'll help you get rid of that hairball that you have. Say, what y'all doing? It's like they like to be outside, but at the same time it scares them. So for lunch, I'm not like super hungry, so I'm just gonna fix a smoothie. And I'm kind of having a late lunch. It's like 2:30. I just wasn't really feeling that hungry, but I'm like, I know I need to eat because I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. And yeah, so that's the thing about this diet so far. I have not felt hungry whatsoever, except for in the mornings, like when I first wake up. But I'm gonna do this cherry berry blend, and I might add a little bit of cranberries. I like just froze these. They were fresh cranberries. And then I have some cut up bananas. I'll probably just use a little bit of that too, just to kind of cut down on the tartness. It's not as tart as I thought it was going to be. I think maybe the cherries and the bananas cut down on the tartness. But it is so good. So I'll probably eat on that for quite a while. And hopefully, yeah, the only bad thing about smoothies is I'll get stuff in my teeth. And in the middle of getting ready to film some videos, so I'm gonna have to make sure I don't have stuff in my teeth while I'm filming. But yeah, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Hey, CP, were you sleeping? Yeah, he was tired. So you've had a big day. You guys went outside earlier. He's playing. You didn't want to come back in. But you had to. So for dinner tonight, I'm going to fix like oven roasted asparagus and a salmon patty. I'm just letting this warm up. Like, it was in the fridge and it said to like let it sit out for like 20 minutes or so it can get like room temperature before you cook it in the pan. You also want to do that if you wanted to cook it like with the asparagus in the oven, but I'm going to pan sear my salmon today. With the asparagus, I just tossed it in some extra virgin olive oil, and then I just sprinkled some the pink Himalayan sea salt, or I always call it sea salt, but it's just pink Himalayan salt. Pepper, the black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. You could also put like garlic or something like that on it, but I don't really have any garlic right now. So yeah, you just cook the asparagus in the oven at, I think, 425 for about 15 minutes. And then the salmon doesn't really take hardly any time to cook. So as soon as the oven heats up, then I will put the asparagus in. If you were wondering, why are you not cooking for Josh? Where's Josh at? He's at school. So that's why I'm just cooking for myself. And he doesn't get home till like really late. So yeah. Peps. Peps. Peps, what you doing, Peps? And for an appetizer, I'm snacking on some more cashews. I swear, I think I could just live off of nuts. But I probably shouldn't eat too many of these because it's like you want some healthy fat, but you don't want to go nuts. Salem, why do you keep whining? Why are you whining and crying? What's wrong? You don't need to get up on the counters now. You don't need to do that. Looks like this potatoes is gonna fall off. What you been up to today, buddy? What you been doing? Have you been sleeping on my bed? So yeah. I'm gonna try to use this ghee today to see how this works. So yeah, this is dinner for me. So I'm gonna get a fork and bite into this. We'll see how that tastes with the clarified butter. I think I may have over-seasoned my asparagus a little bit, but we'll just see here in a sec. Hey, I feel like this angle is so bizarre, but we're rolling with it. Here's dinner. I may have overcooked the salmon. Yeah, I think that tastes fine. I think I may have overcooked it a little bit though. But it still tastes really good. My head's getting cut off. And let's try the asparagus. Yeah, I'll probably over-season these a little bit. But they're still good. I'll link down below. There's like a recipe that I found online for the perfect pan-seared salmon. You need to get down, Salem. You are not eating this, bud. I know it probably smells good, but I'll link it down below for you guys. And that has really helped me to perfect like cooking salmon on the pan like that, because I used to be so like scared of cooking salmon, and like I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to do, but it's actually not, and it turns out really good like you got at the restaurant. So I'll link it down below. So yeah, say bye, Salem. Say bye. He's looking at that salmon. He wants it bad. Just couldn't help myself. I gave Pepper and Salem some salmon. I'm planning on coming back after my 30 days to do a recap of everything, and I've been trying to document my days so far so that whenever I come back to do the update video, it'll be like a timeline, so you can see like how I felt on certain days, what I was eating, and then at the end I'll give you an overview and tell you like my thoughts on it, like did it help with my sugar cravings, like do I not have them anymore, and show you like my results if I did lose any weight. I'm 5'4", and I weigh like, before I started this, I weighed close to 140, and I know that that's not an unhealthy weight, but I think for like my height, the highest I'm supposed to weigh is 145. So I'm like on the higher end of where I want to be, and I really want to be, you know, somewhere in 125 to 130. That's more of the range I want to be in. Now, after I do this, if I'm not there, whatever, I don't really care about that. I just want to feel healthy, and I know eating sugar and eating bad is not helping with my weight, you know? But I don't want to make this video about that, because I know that people will probably hate on this, because I know that there are people out there that have a lot of weight to lose, and I don't want people to be like, oh, this girl, she's already thin, she doesn't need to lose weight. Like, that's not why I'm doing this. But it would be nice if, you know, I could tone up and look good. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to look their best. So I hope that you guys can relate to that, and I hope that you guys understand why I'm doing this. If not, I don't know. I just wanted to put this out there to help somebody. Like I told you guys in one of my more recent videos, I have to get out of that. I have to not care or worry about what people are going to think about me or what I'm doing, because that is just holding me back. And that's also hindering me from helping any of you guys out there that are like me, that you're not at an unhealthy weight, but you are unhealthy. You know, you're unhealthy sometimes and you need to be healthy. So anyhow, I know my true people out there, they'll understand. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Mwah.